for Sentinels. They're going to already
That's
start
kind of
fighting
funny.
for that A lobby control that you mentioned.
Yeah, I definitely love to
I think
see
you Sir
that.
Bob
So
at
the scouting
B55
up
for
it, as of
Lisa.
course, 100 Thieves on the attack, pushing over towards Garage. That's where Phoenix always loves to play, and Asuna getting aggressive right off the rip. 100 Thieves going after C.
Oh.
Asuna already starting off for 2, looking
Okay,
for a
Peter.
third. The flash is going to hit the back of the site, but nothing doing quite yet. 100 Thieves is going to have full access onto C, get the spike down as well. They also have tripwires ensuring that nobody comes around the flank. So for Sentinels, it's going to have to be through Garage if they can somehow establish control, and so far, that does not seem to be the case. Zombs has dropped as well, leaving TENZ, a battered and tattered TENZ, just with 13 health, and shahzam to try to take back this 2v5.
Yeah, I really liked how Nitro and Ethan were playing, you know, 2 players in Garage holding down that crossfire. shahzam is going to be able to get one with the Ghost, but with he and 10, 7, 13 HP,
Oh, no,
not a
Ty.
whole lot you can get done with that. As
NT.
Nitro is going
Good job,
to end up getting
team!
2 to finish off the round.
NT Tyson. Good job.
So interesting so far, right? Like a common theme that we've seen, especially for teams who are rocking pistols or who are on a weird broken buy, is they do try to exploit the middle of the map,
I think you moved.
primarily to get into B. But this time, a slight adjustment for 100 Thieves as they take a Raj to get into C as well. They had their flanks
No.
covered. Overall, it was an excellent start. They're going to be rewarded for their efforts as far
They're
as
all going to the
finances
playoffs, so
and
it's fine. Exactly.
guns
They're
coming
both going to the
through, but on the
playoffs,
side of
but
Sentinels, no
honestly, it
force
doesn't really
up,
matter too
nothing-
much. This is
nothing
more for
fancy
seeding
like that this time around.
than anything else.
Dapper's
But
got
yeah.
a little shorty, see if he can get something done down C. It did really feel like 100 Thieves were able to overwhelm Sick in Garage, you know, just instantly sort of dashing on him, and it's one of those things where if you play it slow, you can flash out of there and peek if you are the Phoenix, but for now some good damage by Sentinels down on A long, but of course 100 Thieves are already on to C.
Yeah, and it was, I mean, there was really nobody there. Dapper's already dropped. You saw Steel get tagged up a pretty good bit, but TENZ on this flank. We'll see if he's able to make anything happen. For 100 Thieves, you've already gotten onto the site. You've gotten the spike down, slightly different position, and you've assumed your post plants. Take a look at how far off they're playing on C long. Steel's back in spawn as well to ensure that nobody's flanking through. I mean,
Yeah, so
they
they've
are
already
not gonna be
qualified
flanked
for
this
the
round,
qualifier to
No,
Berlin.
they're not going to let it happen. It's a big
So.
difference from the last round where, well, Steel, it's going to pay off for him there. But now because they have the gun advantage, right, that range advantage, you don't have to play for Garage. Instead, you can play that longer angle. shahzam does
He's in
get one, but this
spawn
Ares
like a
getting
rat.
some work done for Steel.
Well, TENZ is on the site. Zombs has gotten onto one too. They just don't know that they're going to be able to deal with the guns that are waiting on the other side. TENZ is the last one
Ooh,
there. He's going to
Nitro.
get cleaned up as well. The Sheriff in the hands of Nitro gets 100 Thieves, the second round win.
Yeah, Nitro didn't even lose any armor, so I think sitting on that Sheriff can go for an upgrade here, not feel too
Yeah,
bad
Kyedae Friday is
about
gonna be on
that
Sunday.
one. This is where Sentinels, you know, they're going to be able to sort of match in guns, maybe push ahead as well. And or 100 Thieves.
This is
we'll
kind of
see
like an
what they've got, because right now they're
exhibition
sort of
game.
post up
Still
around
kind
A
of
long.
matters,
We
but
saw
not as
Sentinels
much.
2 rounds in a
Exactly.
row, really trying
Exactly
to play
it.
down there with the Sova, get information, see if they can push down that area as well. But this time, Sentinels are setting up a little bit more over towards that C site. Duelists on that area. And the Cypher to try and lock down A.
Shaw at this point 2 points away from having the Hunter Fury online. That's really it for now. You know, much more of a tempered approach from 100 Thieves.
Yeah, you know, one of the things that I do love, you know, we were sort of talking about the Phoenix earlier, is like his ult is only 6 cost, right? And that can be a really strong ultimate, especially when you're feeling it. Pushing on out, you can get through that very quickly, but Sick.
And also
only
for
2
seeding as
targets
well,
here,
I would say,
kills
more than anything else.
to his name. shahzam almost just swung right back into the Ares. That would not have felt very good there.
Well, that's a bad day. If 100 Thieves continue these efforts, they're going to walk into a good bit of utility from Dapr. You've got the tripwires held up long. You've got the tan there as well. And then the shock darts coming through from shahzam to make sure
That was
that
a nice shock
nobody
dart.
walks through for free. And that looks like it's exactly what's going to happen now. There are no ultimates yet. See the smoke's already starting to come out through heaven. Nitro wants to make the entry. Flash comes through from Ethan. Haven't been able to dash in quite yet. Shaw still holding on tight. The tags have been through. 38 seconds left. You've really got to commit here. Dapper's already good for 2. Zombs is looking to get a couple through the smoke as well. My gosh, it's been a firing squad as 100 Thieves are just down.
Nice, well
He
played.
gets cleaned up as well. Sentinels get on
Yeah,
the
this is
board.
for seeding.
Yeah, you spotted there
Money.
the double trip setup down
We've
A
already
long,
qualified
you
for the
know, 100 Thieves
qualifier
just
to
kept running
Berlin.
into that. And Sentinels
They've
were in
qualified for
perfect
playoffs,
position to
so.
spam out of A heaven, gun down a couple of kills right there. 100 Thieves obviously on low guns, but a really good hold there, even with the paranoia coming through
Oh,
as
God.
well from Zombs to shut down that take.
Yeah, I think that's a really good call on that double tripwire. We'll keep an eye on that, see if they continue to play that out. Looks like we may have something similar. from dapr. Slight adjustment. This time it's going to be
So
split
this doesn't matter that much,
on
yeah.
long and short as we continue to highlight the fight for a lobby control. This time for 100 Thieves. They're back on a full buy. They rode the bonus out. They're sitting pretty. And again, much like the previous round, this seems to be a bit of a defaulty poke and prod, see what you can find, and then make a call.
Yeah, see if anything's going on in Garage. They see the Phoenix is playing pretty deep over towards C side. And you'll also notice that Cypher this time put very far tripwires forward, so he can just anchor down A, and the rest of the team get some stuff done. Shaz gets a tag there onto Ethan. That'll be some good damage.
Yeah, but that's all it is now. And, I mean, they had some info, Shah did at the very beginning about where they might be, but, I mean, now that they're starting to cause a ruckus, they should have a decent idea of where the members of 100 Thieves are, but they're just going to feel things out. Steal? Oh, dapr should be able to hear that. Okay. It was the audio cue. It was
Oh
the
my
the
God.
Where got killed. dapr swings out, and the neural theft is going to come online.
Cypher
Give
diff.
100 Thieves position away.
Yeah, it was kind of a ruse, though, as the rest of 100 Thieves are onto the B site. Back site never cleared, but 100 Thieves just want to play the post plant. They don't need to push in for any of that, but TENZ
Oh my
takes
God.
the upper
Well
angle,
done.
is able to get the first kill.
Now, asuna has a Blade Storm online, but there are shock darts, right? And there's nobody taking space away on the sides. Now you've got dapr working his
Oh.
way through short as
Jet
asuna
diff.
continues to kill one more. Speak. Ethan's still in a good position. Keep an eye on dapr. Keep an eye on dapr. He goes around the corner. dapr cleans him up. dapr gets dropped, but it may have been too much. A diffuse is coming through from zombs. asuna with 21 health. You know what? Sick was
Nice.
so weak, but it did not matter.
let's
as
go.
As he gets the kill, excuse me, Sentinels tied up at 2 apiece.
Excellent hold there from Sentinels, and you can see by not giving up the back of the B site, 100 Thieves didn't have much in the way of post-plant utility. Just a couple of shock darts, and that's not really going to force them off the spike for far too long. 100 Thieves had to put themselves in positions, had to make that flank from Austin work, and it was good for one, but one is not enough to win the round as Sentinels bring it back 2-2.
TENZ with an operator this time around. Looks like he's going to play the middle of the map.
I love Tyson.
Pistols.
I'm a 10 simp and will continue to be a 10 simp.
Chance to see how they like to play things out. Sick with the curveball. Spotted a couple as well.
Pick a straw.
asuna can make something happen with this Blade Storm. Oh.
Spin
Oh
up.
my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, he's been able to overwhelm before. Look at that, though. Austin just jumping on over the back. It's not going to be enough, except for a couple of kills there.
I mean, that's given, yes, the guns that they had, though,
Come
that
on,
feels
Ty.
like a
Yes!
decent win at this point. You're trying to hurt economy, right? That's it.
Yes!
You could do. TENZ coming down from the top rope.
I love
Getting
you,
a
Tyson.
couple kills. dapr gets the last. Sentinels did drop 2. They dropped, they dropped
That
Zombs,
was
they
very
dropped
sexy.
Sick, but Sentinels take the lead.
Yeah, TENZ heard you talking about how, 100 Thieves, they're happy to get a couple of kills with a low gun, so he whips out the classic and gets one for himself right there, of course. You love to see it coming out from TENZ. He just hops over the truck. It's beautiful stuff.
It was just it was such a good setup, but again, like you said, it was a better hold from Sentinels. Now we still got that op in the hands of TENZ. This time he's going to be playing down too long. Rifles, 400 Thieves, and also worth noting, you've got the Seekers, you've got the Hunter Fury, and you've got Nitro with the From the Shadows. They aggressively like to hit A when they have some of this utility, and there it is. Nitro's already getting onto the back of the site. He's going to
Your resting face makes you look mad all the
that
time, but you're
lands
one of
all
the
way
kindest
in the back of the
streamers
site.
I've
The
ever
Seekers are out
met.
as
Yeah,
well.
I have a
Asuna's
resting
good
bitch
onto
face.
1. dapr is dropped. Shah holds fast. The paranoia comes out, though. You've got to deal with Nitro. Here comes the Reddit back as well, coming out from Sick. As hiko dances around the site, Sick gets cleaned up. Still got the Hunter Fury. The spike isn't down yet, right? Like, the spike never made it onto the site. Ethan's dropped as well. The Sheriff up top from TENZ is causing so many problems for 100 Thieves. Nitro looking for 1. Nitro looking for 2. Nitro not able to get the 3rd as Zombs snatches the round away.
Yay.
Zombs takes it at the end.
I know
Types
for a
Omen
fact
Griffin chat. It's
there's
all
100
good
Thieves
for
people
Sen
in my
taking that
chat
round.
right now.
Looks like they got caught a
I
little
know
bit
100 Thieves is
surprised. After
watching.
start 100 Thieves the first couple rounds. they
I'm
got
sorry,
back.
guys.
Since then, they've taken it a little bit
I'm
slower.
so
They were
sorry.
full control, hitting late. That time they're straight onto the site, but Sentinels, they were able to
Oh, what were you
recover
thinking
so
picking me
well.
up, 100
Of course,
Thieves?
Zombs comes in to finish
Y'all
the round.
knew what you were doing.
With that in mind, it looks like 100 Thieves are still going to be able to buy a bit.
They really had to
They
make it
lost
awkward
last
for me.
4 rounds. They had to buy in the previous round. You've still got TENZ with He's
it.
going to get a shot. He's good for 1.
Dodged the drone right there. They didn't know he was back there. Played off that timing so well. all of a sudden, the take gets slowed down. It's so hard to punish him because now dapr's here to help him out in the back of the site.
Gosh, even with that,
What?
Sick.
What?
Look at Sick. He's in Hiko's lap. The Hunter's Fury was channeled through, and yeah, the 3 bursts came off, but Sick was literally there. The spike is down in the middle of no man's land, if you're a fan of 100 Thieves, as they get cleaned up as well. 5 rounds in a row for Sentinels, and here's
the trip just got broken. Wouldn't
the hits have looked good.
Not Nitro,
right?
wouldn't still say something?
Their utility, they've combined their ultimates, they've gotten good space, but it just seems like Sentinels has been a step ahead.
He goes like, wait a second, I don't have a Phoenix on my team. All of a sudden, this guy 6 just stared him down and gets the kill. No, you're absolutely right. Sentinels, I mean, they have gotten...
Is Cash App here too? Hey, Cash App.
Not that round, not at all. I thought TENZ's play was beautiful.
I love
Being
Tyson.
able to hold down the site, buy time for the rest of his team to come in. Sentinels have responded. The hits that 100 Thieves have
Des,
thrown
can
their
you
way so well. And this
ban
is
him?
the Phoenix aggression
Yeah.
outside of garage.
Ban him.
I'd love to see he peeks again without even a flash.
Remaining. Spike down mid.
Folks, if you blink, you missed that one. Hiko's the last member remaining on the side of
Thank you,
100
Garage
Thieves
State
this
for the 3
round.
months. Thank you.
Sentinels did
Thank you,
drop
21 nats
2.
for the sub.
And Hiko has upgraded a weapon. He just doesn't have any armor, right? And he's walking right into where TENZ is holding with an op. So TENZ is going to clean that up. Sentinels get to 6. And I think the really impressive thing about this round was, again, like the read was just good. Right, you saw Sick with the curveball right through double doors as soon as the round opened up. He aggressively peeked through that, understanding they want to fight for middle control there, and it was just like easy at that point.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been 100 Thieves' default is playing for that area right outside of garage, trying to see what they can, if anyone's going to peek out a B, anything like this. And now, well, when Phoenix is playing so quickly against you, it can be really tough to do. You can see the switch up. Now Cypher back to that C site with trips inside the garage. So much slower, much more passive hold after just running over 100 Thieves there on their eco.
Dude, what a set piece for A lobby control. Both Shot and Sick were 1 point away from having their ult online. They swing out as TENZ is there as well to hold down short. Sick gets the run it back from getting that ultimate orb. That's gonna bring it online as well. That was pretty to start off that round, but we'll see if Asuna can make anything happen. He's gotten on to C. Nitro's close behind. The spike isn't there, right? Like, this is all a ruse.
Going back. So here's the thing is I think Steel was able to hear TENZ backing up on A, but you'll notice TENZ hasn't fully left that side either, so a little bit of mind games trying to play this game of chicken. Did that jet actually leave the site? That seems to be the read for 100 Thieves, but now as everything is slowed down, it all comes down to the lurk. Look at Asuna's position inside garage.
Oh, did you just say Asuna?
For a moment, because it is Asuna to break open this round and win it for 100 Thieves if this goes off.
He's gotta get a kill here.
God.
No on to Zombs. No, nothing doing. Zombs.
Asuna.
That duel.
Oh my god.
Seeing the run it back, the flash to drop down, not able to get anything quite yet, but it does deliver onto Hiko. Traded through. Nitro cleans that up. Nitro looking for a second. It's not going to matter. Sentinels held fast. Right, you called it. TENZ never left. And then as soon as the hit started on A, they were able to rotate quickly because they never bit onto C, and they were able to extinguish the fire.
Yeah, it's the patience there from Sentinels, knowing how 100 Thieves like to play in these situations as a tactical timeout is called, presumably from 100 Thieves. I mean, that was a really tough round because I think a lot of what 100 Thieves did was positional play to put people in positions where they could flank. First it was the Cypher down towards A long, then it was Asuna in garage, but Sentinels read everything, never leaving the site, knowing that, hey, after 100 Thieves took control,
No disrespect, but I've noticed you cheer more for TENZ when he kills someone on 100 Thieves than any other team, lol.
Could lurk through that area. Had the lead on
Who's
that
gonna
one.
tell him, chat, what?
Sort of grasping at straws because their defaults haven't worked out. Just those 2 rounds at the
What?
off the pistol that went well and were able to get them.
You're not allowed to cheer for your
so
boyfriends.
When we think about attacking side on Haven, we talk about conditioning, right? Like we talk about manipulating rotations. We talk about giving eye candy to force the defenses to bite on something that they maybe not want to because
It's
of how
almost
difficult
like
it
we're
is to
dating,
rotate across all
chat. Oh
3
my
sites.
god.
And the thing is,
It's true though, of
Thieves have done
course.
that.
Of course
Right,
I'm
like,
biased.
They've showed some of those looks. They've hit hard and aggressive. They've hit defaulty. They've tried giving some looks elsewhere and then hitting your opposite sites. But Sentinels has just been a step ahead.
Yeah, it's been tough. And now you can see 100 Thieves. They took the pause and they want a little bit extra time. We'll see here if they end up going.
I
for
think
a
you
faster hit. If they're
Asenia
looking to
for
go back
the
to
3 months.
default
Thank you,
approach
thank you.
They've done a couple of times. Asuna's got the spike in his hands, just trying to push up towards B, but that could end up getting in no man's land if he pushes too far in.
Yeah, Steel's already dropped. Asuna's gonna fall as well. There's just pistols on the side of 100 Thieves. So you know they're gonna try to hit it. Ethan just like hops his way through this side, but is met by zombs on the other side as well.
Oh no.
So the Spike's in a pretty brutal spot here. They don't have much as far as guns. Maybe, I mean, if you can hurt some economy, you've got something cooking. But kind of given how the half is gone, really, that's all you can ask for. A flawless round for Sentinels as they take a 6-round lead.
Yeah, so this will be the round where we see what 100 Thieves were cooking up. You know, I have to say it. I love seeing the Odin in Zombs' hands over 4 Sentinels. This is Haven's a map where you have a surprisingly large amount of walls that you can bang on through, especially if you're playing off the cipher trips inside Garage, these types of things. So we'll see if that ever comes into play, a little bit more of a niche interaction there. But as you can see, Sentinels playing real strong over towards that C site. Currently 3 players, and well, 100 Thieves have previously been playing for mid control. Maybe this is a read for Sentinels. They're like, okay, maybe they're trying to come up with a different strategy. One that doesn't revolve so much about pushing towards Garage or mid.
Is it just mitch, or is like the frames really like whack? Like it keeps like being super stuttery.
Is gonna block vision from A link onto B. Asuna's got
it's so weird.
And it looks like, yeah, he was able to get the spike down. Hunter's Fury has come out from Shahzam as the Seekers follow shortly thereafter from Ethan, and that's going to give them so much space to work with. But look at Sick. I mean, Sick's pretty far up. They're gonna put the wall up too. Sick on the tap. They're trying to draw out, like, you've got to draw out some of that post-plant utility. I love that counter from Shahzam to push off where Hiko would normally be. Trying to clear that out as just chaos ensues on the outside of the site. Hiko still trying to dance his way around. Still got something, but my gosh, Sentinels, they just go full send, right? Like, they shove it down their throats. They don't give up an inch, and they get
What?
We saw 100 Thieves do that same
shove it down their throats. They don't give them an
fashion, right? They don't have enough utility to play a really passive post plant on B. It feels like they need to be able to push deeper into B, but everything got slowed down again. Sentinels weren't really early on into that round. They're like, okay, plant the spike. We're gonna get over into the air, and then we're just gonna run out of smokes at you.
You do you, commentator. That's kind of a little sus, but
put yourselves in a position where you can stop us from diffusing it. I feel like
Alice 9 for the 3 months. Thank you.
Playing for space when they're taking these sites, because
18 plus comms, honestly.
Get out of my way.
Heavy A stack. Late storm online. TENZ with the op has taken short control. He spotted Steel. My goodness, just a pixel that was there, but that was all he needed. Flash is going to come out as it looks like they're still going to try to hit the site. Nitro has gotten on good for 1. He got up top again, got a second. Asuna gets in on the action as well. Smoking off Heaven. This is probably the most breathing room they've had in a little while, Under.
Yeah, the TP up into Heaven working wonders for them. Sick, we've seen this before. Flash drop, can you get it done? He can't. Nitro gets his 3rd of the round.
Oh, excellent paranoia as they understand where Zombs is. Asuna goes in, cleans him up, and 100 Thieves stop the bleeding, although, was it too little too late?
Feels like it might be. I mean, Sentinels, even losing that round, they've got so much momentum behind them. TENZ already dropping 16 on the first half, and, well, you can see that early on this map, you know, it went okay with the pistol the round after, but then Sick was doing nasty things to them. TENZ on this op was almost always able to be in a position where he's getting that first kill or 2 for the team. And they're saying the post plant's not really working out in 100 Thieves' favor.
I'm pretty sure this was a 100 Thieves map pick, right?
For Sick to, like, let the Hunter's Fury finish, to watch it happen. Let those last 2 shots go through, and then get the kill. It's just Sentinels are feeling themselves, and when a team like this is feeling themselves in this way, it's difficult to deal with. We'll see what 100 Thieves can do defensively. Yeah,
Sentinels pick Breeze again.
Here in this second half, the Sentinels have made full.
I'm actually genuinely excited to see them play Breeze again.
Yeah, they've just simply backed up, playing a little slow. Look at that trip
Hello, Sydney.
Look at that big little cross thing. I've never seen anything like that.
I saw your tweet. It looked very beautiful.
Wild there, trying to catch the Sentinels players as a dart gets into the back of sight. Will get destroyed. And Steel able to get his. Hiko gets one with the shock dart as well.
Asuna with a decent idea where TENZ is. Spike got picked up again by Zombs, but they haven't really been able to get onto site because nobody's able to get past Asuna. The guy's just like a man possessed, of course, as I say that. Zombs gets 2 filthy ones, taps on the spike, but Ethan was right behind him the entire time. 100 Thieves take a desperately needed pistol.
Yeah, they do. Really important 400 Thieves. And, you know, thinking about these compositions a little bit more, it's funny because I felt like on attack it was hard to play the post plans 400 Thieves, but when it comes to retaking a site, having the sky for information, for the flashes, the Soba Dart as well, really, really impactful in these rounds, especially the later we get into things here on Haven. 100 Thieves are going to need to string a couple of these rounds together and get them.
God, I hate right click classic. It's crazy how much damage it really does.
Ghost on Asuna, saving up probably a buy on round number
especially
3.
for a free gun, you know.
Garage for Sentinels.
Yeah, this should 100 Thieves with this gun difference. Yeah, you start to feel some of that with Ethan getting those 2. Yeah, shot traded him out. The spike is down in garage. You're going to walk right into Nitro. But dapr in a great timing, great spot. It also happens to be the last member remaining. So it's a 1v3. Asuna is very weak. And dapr has managed to upgrade weapons. But that's the thing, right? Like Asuna and the rest of 100 Thieves, they know exactly where the spike is. They're just squatting on it. There's really no easy way for dapr to get through, pick up the spike. And then even if he does manage to do that while preserving health, he still has to plant the dang thing.
It's like, man, what do I do here? It's a lose-lose situation. Has no idea where anyone is.
Nice try.
Yeah, he sees the spikes. Like, oh man, it looks so juicy. No
one's
got
it.
For the sub. Gets shot straight in the face. The timing not too fun for him. But I mean, that was obviously a great round from 100 Thieves, but you can still see some of the elements that make Sentinels so great. You know, when they're taking that C site, even without any guns, at the same time, they are able to force an engagement on a player in garage.
Juicy spike.
That's when dappr's coming
like,
out of smoke.
These casters are making shit sexual.
They're still able to do a little bit of damage there, but there you have it. Asuna carrying over the light armor from the last round with an operator in his hand, a vandal for Nitro 2.
Yeah, and you seem stressed out. Aggressively short. The shock dart, or excuse me, the recon dart's going to come out from hiko to give him some space, but Asuna's already been pushed back. And just like that, you lose short control. Sick takes it instantly. And they have a perfect idea of where he is.
Oh, he knows. Oh, he's got a feeling. He's back to see the gun. Oh, he sees it. He sees just the tip.
That's what she said.
Patience.
Meanwhile, for Sentinels, the problem was the problem was too. That was
my God,
like,
Peter!
There was no way for Sentinels to easily rotate away and try to take
Holy
some space
fuck,
because
he
the
hits
play
those.
was there. They've managed to get the spike, but not without dropping Sick. They're gonna rotate away quietly. You see TENZ is taking some space away across garage, but Asuna good for a second one as well. That should open things up. You've got to keep an eye on Nitro though. If Nitro goes undetected, he can blow this up.
That's huge. Nitro playing inside a cloudburst for now. This is a really good position if you know no one's going to be pushing down C long. But Sentinels, again, they're not fully committing into garage. I love this from them. They get the kill there in window. All of a sudden, 100 Thieves, they're running around through their spawn. Then they're like, wait a second, it's not happening. But now it actually is. Sentinels, everything they do is meant to throw off your timing. So now they hit C site 10 to 15 seconds later than 100 Thieves were expecting.
Nitro knows. Nitro has to hold fast.
That was so
he's able to
shaky.
clean one up. hiko. Looking for a little bit more shots. Let's get the spike down. Good damage on his zombs, but Tom's able to take care of hiko. 53 health in a dream. Asuna is there as well. Shahzam drops. Zom slowly dancing around. Oh, he's
Let's go!
Get baby Zombs comes
Holy
up huge.
fuck!
Red Bull clutch for Sentinels.
Zombs Nation, man. This is not the first time he's done it on this map either. On attack, he was
my God.
for Sentinels as well. Nitro was only good for his one here, and still it looked like it was going to be a round win for 100 Thieves. But all of a sudden, he makes the impossible happen. Had already done serious damage over to Steel. Secures a 10th round for Sentinels.
R.I.P. that contract. Hey, like I'm getting fired tonight.
Now Sentinels on double digits.
Thank you, Hamaguchi, for the 100 bits.
With a mixed buy coming out for Sentinels, you see dapr and Shahzam both with Spectres, and it's pretty clearly a mixed buy for 100 Thieves as well, as they have 2 players on pistols. Now, Asuna did use the Blade Storm to kind of try to help equalize that a bit, and you can see, interestingly, like, for 100 Thieves, they put the tripwire
they both going to Berlin, so
B, but they're just fully playing off, right? Like they're willing
basically
and they're comfortable to
they have
give that
qualified
up, to give
for
that side up if it means they
the
can still
qualifier
control
to
the
Berlin.
charges.
This is for seeding and for money.
Them here, Sentinels slowly walking up through mid. That tripwire not going to slow them down far too much. It's placed pretty far forward too, so that's one you're going to be able to hear pretty quickly. Yeah, they've got the info. They break it. Now there's no one here to stop it. But you have to watch the flank now from 100 Thieves. That's critical, but the info does go over when they break the wire.
Shahzam's about to have a couple of players in his lap. that he's going to have to deal with. The spike has not been planted now. TENZ starting to get it. Steel able to win that duel, and the neural theft is going to come through. The spike is down at this point, so they're fully committed to playing this. And look at how 100 Thieves have taken both link controls. They've got the paranoia coming out from Garage as well. They know where they are. They've got him pinched, and they're slowly but surely continuing to suffocate. Zombs gets cleaned up. An excellent round from 100 Thieves.
Beautiful flank there from the team. Also making sure that Asuna wasn't spotted, right? Steel did all of that on his own. The neural theft even tries to see the player pushing into Garage. Gives so much information over to 100 Thieves. Beautiful play from them. And again, on Haven, it often does come down to these flanks. And you see Steel gets info over the shoulder, comes around, hits him in the head, then gets the second one. That's the big one.
How do you pronounce Asuna? It's Asuna. Asuna. Asuna.
Absolutely nuts. And just when it seemed like 100 Thieves weren't going to be able to put up much of a fight, they've rattled off a couple of rounds here. They're in a decent spot. Sentinels in a weird buy. TENZ, dapr, and shahzam all on pistols. Excuse me, Sick is as well. And TENZ has already been cleaned up. That Bladestone was supposed to be the difference maker, and didn't do much.
100 Thieves just wanted to destroy this round. They're like, we're just going to run straight down mid. We're going to get the kills. We've got better guns than you. dapr does his thing lurking up, but there's a camera being checked into. He sees a tripwire. There's not much room to go here on the map for Sentinels. So the Sentinels try to, reconfigure themselves, bounce back into the next round. I feel like one of the things they almost have to be thinking about is,
how do you pronounce Naruto?
The patience.
Naruto.
So much in previous rounds where, they mess up 100 Thieves' timings. If they, fast execute to a site, get a couple 100 Thieves player to bite, that's where it looks good for them. And 100 Thieves have been biting pretty early on in some of these rounds.
Yep. Yes, indeed, they have. But again, 100 Thieves get to 7. We didn't expect that to really go in favor of Sentinels, so it kind of went about as expected. But now they've got. They're gonna be able to approach this round from much more of a position of strength, right? There's still some light armor on Sick. It's just Sick, but he is 1 point away from having the Rennet back online, so we'll see if they try to make a play.
Notice this from shahzam too. Oftentimes he actually uses this drone to get control over sewers, because we saw when Sentinels were on defense, when TENZ would play down in sewers, he was always getting that peek, always getting a kill with the operator. So knowing that Asuna could have that, I really like using that drone early in the round to make sure that 100 Thieves can't be taking that space away, can't be putting a player into a great position.
I do love the adaptation from 100 Thieves as well, knowing that Sick was 1 point away from having the Rennet back online. Takes so much C-long control, and they get a kill at the end of it, just leaving 2 members of Sentinels alive. You've got TENZ, he's got the spike, right? And shahzam's 1 point away from having the Hunter Siri, but in a full strength from 100 Thieves. Asuna still has the op. Nitro can flip the map if he needs to, if for some reason they get by him. But shahzam's already been cleaned up. TENZ is alone. He's good for 1 on the steal. That's all he's going to be good for as 100 Thieves get to 8.
And thank you, Lurs, for the gifted sub.
There was actually so much that 100 Thieves did well on that round, in my opinion. That was,
Are you fluid?
It was kind of hard to
Japanese
cover
is actually
all of
my
it,
first language.
But that was just a beautiful round by them.
Yeah, because they sort of won fights on both fronts, pushing down Steel, of course, halting that take into A as well. I think Steel actually had a camera sort of pointed at him down in the sewer, so not a position where TENZ was going to be able to find that, shoot that even off.
Thank you, Karuna, for some. I'm still cheering on for Tyson.
You're kind of committed there. If you are Sentinels, you know you're going to be getting pinched
Can you say
on,
Kirua?
From the back, so you must make space and push on forward. That's usually not going to work with a Cypher and an off.
Nice pick, Peter.
1 of 2 marshals for Sentinels taken out already. TENZ still has the others.
My mom's Japanese.
For Sentinels, they haven't really progressed the spike anywhere. You see Steel has already taken all of A long control. And when you delay something like this, it can be problematic, but Asuna's already dropped with the op. So that's been upgraded in the hands of Sick. Neural theft is coming through as well.
Oh?
Yeah.
And
the flank like the mind games, right? You got Shaz playing back in spawn with the eagle. Oh yeah, he gets the back of the head on Steel. Now the map is sort of yours. You can see 100 Thieves. They know there's 3 sites that Sentinels can be going to. Hiko's going to commit all the way back towards A, and if he can get 1,
Sick uses up. No, he picked it up.
That could end up winning the round for 100 Thieves.
Yeah, look how Nitro, again, Nitro's playing off, right? He's got the from the shadow so he can flip it if he needs to. Ethan just took care of the flank, but they don't bite on that, right? You don't see them pulling off. Hiko's still waiting it out. Nitro's still waiting as well. Yep, he spotted TENZ. That should be the cue. You see him start to swarm onto the site. The plant comes through, the shot dart. hurts. Not able to clean him up as the spike goes down. A couple of martial shots coming through. The smokes follow short. Ethan slowly creeping his way forward. Gets one onto Shahzam as TENZ is left alone. With
Nice
Marshall
try.
in a 1v3. No magic,
Hidden
no heroics,
Jaeger.
no shenanigans for Sentinels.
What is this?
As 100 Thieves bridge the gap to 1.
It is so hard to hold on to that A site against the retake of 100 Thieves. You can see there, just one shock dart gets big damage onto the planter. Then you got birds flying over the wall into your face. All of a sudden you can't see. It is not.
Does she not reach out? Yes, I do. I'm watching the game.
Down in numbers. Sentinels struggling here the last couple of rounds as 100 Thieves have had some players come up big to stop these takes happen from
Thank
Sentinels.
you.
Look, Asuna still has the
D1
op, right? So they're going to be able to bring that into the next
Chat
round.
is
Keep an eye
admiring
on
your
where it plays it.
accent.
So it looks like, again, we're
I
going to
don't
be
really
fighting
have
for
an
this
accent.
A-lobby control that we touched on at the beginning
And thank
of
you,
this series.
Silence.
Hiko's got the Hunter's Fury. He's
Silence
going to be
Anthem.
recon darting to deny A-lobby control. And for Sentinels,
I don't really mind.
they have a couple weapons too.
So you're telling me you can watch
I
anime
mean,
without the
this time,
sun?
though, the drone isn't going to be going down A short, so you can see this allows Asuna to get in a beautiful position down in that corner if anyone's going to cross over, but as soon as they hear that Phoenix coming on through, they know it's going to be a C hit.
No.
But do they? Because right now, Sentinels still have yet to commit. They've only got 2 players in garage,
Ratty.
and now the rest of the team is coming down C wall.
I know. Well, look at Nitro, so he leads with the paranoia to get the space, but he's paranoid.
Nice.
Oh, they're gonna check it. dapr cleans him up. That's gonna give him entry
Steel?
onto the site, but Steel working his way through garage, not able to get the second. Sick cleans him up. Asuna trying to fight for control. They have gotten dapr
Wow,
on the back of the site. He's gonna get the
Peter.
spike down. Hiko with the Hunter's Fury. Cleaned him up, but not before the
Oh
spike
my
goes down.
God.
Now Asuna with the Blade Storm. Trying to work his way around the back of the site in this 2v2. Gets up some of the space. Sam gets cleaned up. 1v1. Asuna. Good aggressive dashing up top and bringing the pain down from the top rope. A 3K for Asuna. And they tie this bad boy up.
Oh, man, I'm getting chills.
Holy
The
fuck.
Jet is
Well
feeling
played.
themselves,
Well
and they're
played,
just
Peter.
going forward. There is no
Very well
back
played.
for Asuna. He's sitting on 77 HP and 4
And thank you,
armor, but he
such a
doesn't care. He's got
lame-o
the
for the
Blade Sword and
$5. The way you say
lightweight work
bucka
from
makes me
dapr.
glad I'm stupid.
Oh man, beautiful stuff. And it was
Thanks for the
around
$5,
Sentinels.
man.
Everything went perfect at the start. They had a couple players able
It's
to
so
penetrate
difficult
into garage
to
and
hit
dealt some serious
Jet while
damage.
she's in the air, chat.
Can you believe it? I thought they nerfed that like ages
I think
ago.
Angela for the 2 months ago.
You just, when
the
you
2 months.
see duelists
I
feeling
can't speak.
themselves, it really is, it's a treat. It really is a treat. Asuna still has that up. You've got rifles on the side of Sentinels. And we're seeing this fight for A lobby control. No aggressive space taken away down C. Nothing down A as well, as Thieves are playing this one far more conservative.
This guy has wall hacks.
I asked my boss
Holy
to be able to
shit.
tag anything like that. He checks it after the round. It's just the ultimate confidence boost. Like, you can do absolutely no wrong. Look at Ethan. He even gets info on the spike. Sentinels have no idea what
Wow.
happened. Have no idea that even could happen. After so many passive rounds, Ethan just waltzes straight up mid.
Oh my god, the timing, Nitro. Holy.
Now if you're
Make it
Sentinels,
Disarno for the
look
2
at how
months.
carefully they have to work to try to take this window control back, right? The Seekers have come out as well. They're gonna, oh my gosh, they know exactly where they are. They're just huddled back in attacker spawn. They haven't made very much progress at all now. If they continue to work their way towards C, they're gonna find out that it's free. But for 100 Thieves, they're gonna find that out pretty soon as well. Zombs committing. Zom stuck it.
Oh my God.
Zom stuck it. 6 already good onto Nitro. Zom gets onto the back of the site. They're gonna smoke off defender spawn as
Victoria
well
for
as
the
TENZ
gifted.
gets the spike down.
Yeah, still going to be really
100
slow to
bits.
find that flank, too. You can see only now entering into A lobby, and Shahzam has a suspicion something like that may be happening.
That's big.
Now is Steel getting the flank, and no one playing towards C long. Everyone on Sentinels are sitting ducks on the site. They have to trade off each other perfectly here, not to go down.
And Ethan just flashed garage, so now they understand that they can work that way if they want to, but they're not. It looks like they're trying to wait on Seal, but
Nice,
no.
Tyson.
Asuna dashes in, gets punished by TENZ.
Nice, Tyson!
TENZ good for 3. My goodness, the duelist does it again. Now Steel in a 1v3. The round is far from over, but it's just continuing to tick away. I don't know if Steel's gonna have enough time. TENZ just goes absolutely bonkers to win that round for Sentinels.
You know, there's a reason. Before we loaded into this map, we're like, hey, Asuna and TENZ, kind of the guys to watch. We just saw them put up insane carry performances in back-to-back rounds. There was nowhere for Sentinels to go on the site. They were stuck there, but TENZ said, actually, we're not. I can just run through 3 players through smokes. Like, what is going on?
Thank you,
How do you have the
Senpai-
confidence to do this?
Senpai
It's like
Bull
he has
for
no
the
cares
sub.
in the world, knows he's going to get what he needs for Sentinels to take the round.
And thank you,
So Sentinels win only their second round of the half to take the lead back. TENZ presumably going to.
Hello, wait.
Look at how aggressively Sick has gone up. Asuna's already been pushed back,
VIP
and he got tagged, so they have a great idea of where he is. But again, you've got Asuna in a situation like this. I love that updraft just to make him think that he's gone up top.
Hello, Froden.
Right back down to control the angle.
Hello, hello. Tune in at a good time. Let's go Sentinels. Yeah, for sure. I think he tags for the sub.
Just threw a smoke, shut him down. He's got a sneaking suspicion. The same thing's going to be happening. The drone does reveal Sick, and now he's got to time that one out with the flame ball to get across over there. And you know what, Asuna? You weren't too far off with that attempt there. But if you'd done it again, I think we might have had to check that PC because that would not have been.
Thank you, Racy, for the sub. Hello, Ray. Wait.
Across the middle
Are
of
you
the map.
playing
just on the outside of double doors.
Hello,
so
hello.
We've seen
Welcome,
Thieves
welcome.
to aggressively take middle of map control away. So a slight adjustment
For those
there
of
to
you guys
ensure
who
that
don't
the
know, Ray is
ball
like
taken away as they slowly
insane
rotate over towards C.
at
You've
Rust.
got
He was
Nitro, who
teaching
should have a
Tyson.
good bit of info.
By the way, I'll
they're
apologize on
forcing
Tyson's
Nitro's
behalf.
to be
He wasn't
involved.
ignoring
Great
you.
paranoia, but it doesn't tag the one who can blow it up.
He just likes
and
to
it's
dono
TENZ.
while
He's
he-
already good for one. Sick at the second one as
Unintentional
well. They've
dono
gotten
while
on
he
to
don't
C. You're starting to see the remaining members of 100 Thieves start to
Thank you,
rotate
Blakey, for the
over.
sub. Thank you, Coco Beans,
Asuna's
for the
playing
sub.
back because he's got the op, and you can already see the intentions are probably safe here.
Yeah, likely going to be a save, and now with the neural theft coming through, it confirms the suspicions of Sentinels. 100 is going to back away. If that ult doesn't come out, I feel
he
like
gets very
maybe we have
focused.
Steel try to play for some exit frags over towards that grass area outside garage, but yeah. with an
I'm
operator in
fangirling. Oh my
3v5,
god.
And with it being
Yeah,
so
for sure,
late into
Ray.
the game,
I'm totally down to.
Thieves are going to give Sentinels
Are you gonna be playing later
match
tonight?
Point here, just to hold
I think
on
I'll
to
be
that
on.
operator and that chance to try and push us to an OT in map 1.
It's been so much fun, and this is actually
Okay,
something
perfect.
I was
Yeah,
really
I'll be on.
excited about when we figured out that these
Tez,
were
are
the
you
teams
really
we were gonna be
fangirling
playing, because
over
yeah,
Newt?
like the kill feed
Oh
is
my
fun,
God.
and like the big plays and all of that stuff is fun. It's flashy, it's sexy, but I
And thank you,
love
I'm Realm for the
watching
sub,
these
and
teams
thank you,
making
Muffin.
these minor adjustments, right? Like these
I love his
minor-
videos.
or
No,
the
I know you
tiny
mean. I do too.
minor,
Wait, Newt.
adjustments to how
The way
other
that you
team is
did
playing, to,
the
like, it's a
King
game of
Crab
chess,
this time,
especially
that shit looked
on a map like
amazing.
Haven, that's just
It
so
looked
much
so
fun to
good.
watch. I know I touched on the
I'm glad you
cam
finally did it
from
instead
dapr
of just
across the middle of the map in the previous
deep frying
round,
it.
ensuring that nothing was happening, and it's stuff like that, right? Like those
I think you
minor
done pay for
adjustments
some.
that really play off and have a drastic impact
Oh,
on
hey,
the next round.
Fetty.
Is 100
Of course,
Thieves
I'd be
take
down.
tech.
Yeah, we get to see a map that's been out for a long time, a lot of
Newt,
depth in the strategies,
yes.
and after this we got
Milk Tea
Breeze.
Puppy is
So
the
a map that just
guy
got thrown in, we
who
can see
does a lot of like cooking
foot
stuff
forward for
on
both these two teams. Doug, I didn't
TikTok.
know I was going to be casting
I
today.
actually was
and
a
we've
very
got
big fan.
absolute banger
Never knew
as
he
you
was a
told me
fan of
5
mine
minutes
until
before this,
recently.
Hey, we need you, get on over here. I didn't think I was going to be casting Valorant for another month for my first day, but to start things off, I could not have asked for a better series and for a better map 1. 100 Thieves have looked so good on defense after really sort of struggling to find their footing on attack, but now they have to put 2 rounds back to back here to force us into OT. I've got my eyes on
Who am I
Asuna, of
rooting for,
course.
Ray?
He's looking like he wants to go play over towards that A site. And it's been critical trying to spot
I'm
him out
rooting
early
for
on in the round. And as I
Tyson,
say that, it's actually going to be over
but,
towards
like,
B, maybe
I
even
don't
C now
know.
for Asuna,
It's
waiting out the end of that tactical timeout.
So good guy Steel buys up for Nitro. The op, as you
I'm
said, is
glitching
going
in
to be
real
looking
life.
down
I don't
C
know.
long. E is left open, right? Like we touched on
I
it
love
a
my
couple rounds
boyfriend.
ago. So we'll tripwire the entry onto B and then leave it open
Yeah.
otherwise. See the drone coming out of Shahzam, working its way through A short, so they have full space to work with there, if that's how they want to go about it. But again,
Family
Nitro's taking
first.
So much space C long.
Yeah, Nitro
Yeah,
loves to do
exactly.
this. Big difference, though, is that Ethan's also there with him. So if we have that same paranoia play, well, there's going to be a lot of flashes to throw back Asuna here, too, to make sure there's another angle that Sentinels are going to have to consider.
It's
Smokes.
beautiful.
Oh.
It's beautiful because they know he likes to play
know.
this spot. Yeah. So they've got
Oh!
a perfect setup, but TENZ gets it onto it anyway.
Wait.
They're going to check for the second. No, Ethan's undetected.
no.
Ah!
Right
We don't
there.
know.
Ethan's good for one.
Okay.
Ethan got a second one as well as Asuna gets the last. He's going to go ahead and
Oh.
smoke off the recon dart. But he knows
What?
they're still coming. Asuna, how do you do that? Six
Wall
has been
hacks.
cleaned up, but
Someone
3v2
check his
in
fucking
favor of 100
PC.
Thieves as they
Someone
look to
check
try
that
to get to
PC.
overtime as they try
Check
to
his
force this
PC.
thing out. Steel's taking so much space away as well. The rat that is Steel again, working his way through A. But
The rat that is Steel.
I mean, they expect him, right? Sentinels have to clear all their corners. That's why Steel is taking this position where you don't expect the Cypher to be there ever. But on any amount of sound, he can pop up.
Accusing us of cheating? No.
Like Sentinels are gonna.
Not at all.
dapr is kind of suspecting it could happen. Very interesting to see. And there you have it. He pushes into window. This flank is gonna come in much faster than Sentinels expect.
No ultimates online, but hiko with the shock dart. Not gonna matter. The spike goes down. And look at the position from Sentinels. They want to take the fight, right? Like, they want to take the fight to 100 Thieves. But Asuna's waiting with the op.
Wow.
Asuna gets 4 as 100 Thieves get to 11.
Holy.
Just jet duel after jet duel. Who can carry a
Oh
little
my.
bit harder? Asuna getting some serious work done, and he does it again. How does he get away with it again? Because he got a 4K that round, but let's not forget how it started. Just stopping someone down C-long straight up through
Come
a
on,
smoke.
Tyson.
Yeah, it was
Let's
kind of
go,
against the wall. You
Tyson.
can expect
Let's go,
they can sort of
Tyson.
be there, but that is absolutely incredible, and it's off of position.
I think you
where
spec trace for the
100
sub.
didn't get as much as they would have liked to. You know, just one kill and also that Phoenix ult. Then hey, right off of that resurrection, Asuna
he's
is
Emgar
there
for the
with
prime.
good aim, good prediction
Wow.
on that jet.
Excellent. Excellent round from 100 Thieves for
Did
Sentinels.
Sentinels win the match against Envy? Yes.
Another opportunity to put 100 Thieves away. Yeah, for Asuna, not going to land anything. He may have spotted something. He's going to pop the Blade Storm and then retreat to safety. Look at how far up Sick has gotten already. He's using the drone as contact, right, to take some of that space away. But he gives it right back up. And for Seal, or for Nitro, excuse me, no cubby play this time. Going to play it far more conservatively.
Yeah, it's something Sick and Shahzam have loved to do, using that drone to get that Phoenix pretty far forward there. But you can see 100 Thieves have now caught on to the tricks of Sentinels. A good doggy. They are going to be able to spot a couple of players from Sentinels. Hint that it is going to be a lean towards mid and perhaps eventually C site. But it will come down to garage control because 100 Thieves are all in here. 2 players trying to make it so no one can get through double doors.
I think he's
Just
Emgar for the
over
prime.
50 seconds left in the round. And as the time continues to tick away, options continue to dwindle for Sentinels. It looks like they're going to have to hit C. They've already taken a great amount of garage control. Asuna's going to have to go nuts again. TENZ is already offline. Asuna.
Nice,
Yeah, when
nice,
Shahzam
nice.
snaps on him.
Nice!
Push your way forward onto the site. And it looks like it's happening, ladies and gentlemen. But it's going to drop down to a 2v2. The spike has
Nice,
gotten onto
nice,
the site.
nice.
You've got Steel and hiko to force OT to take one more.
Oh no. Dad's winning this. Dad's team's winning
Spike
this.
isn't planted, and Shahzam has the Hunter through, but he's not in a great spot to use it, right? Like, if he could get down to long, he can use that in his post plants, but he's a bit stuck here. He has a really good idea of where they're coming from. He's slowly creeping his way forward, not able to get it. It's just going to fall down onto dapr. Dapr's drop it as well, ladies and gentlemen. For the first map in this best of 3, we're
Oh
going to
god.
I love it. In a map that's been all
I need to
about
go
the
pee.
jets
Oh my god.
around to make it
I
to
can't
OT.
hold it in
It's
anymore.
Cypher v Cypher, Sober
This is
v
so
Sober,
bad.
and it's 100 Thieves that take it. Now we got a little bit of
Overtime.
extra time, 45 seconds to gear ourselves back into things. Let's not forget, this map has been so defense-sided today for these 2 teams. So winning a map, winning a round on attack is going to be so huge when we go into this OT.
Great setup. I like what Shahzam and dapr were trying to do there, as they had a great crossfire from backside and around the middle pillar, but it was just too much, right? Like, excellent response from 100 Thieves. Hey, for them to get to this point, as you said, it's been so defense heavy that if you're Sentinels here, you've got to feel really good. You've got TENZ on the op, a glass cannon, because he's not able to afford any armor. He's also not going to have a cloud burst. But he's peeking down C-long for now, and for 100 Thieves, man, it looks like they want to go B under.
Early op picks for TENZ have been huge for Sentinels, as has been their mid-round decision-making. 100 Thieves and their post plants have been really hard to hold on to, so going B is a bit of a surprise. We'll see if they can change it up and push deeper in, but it seems like it's a bit of a ruse again, as we do have Nitro testing the water down C. Long jet diff, TENZ gets the kill.
And they drew out the paranoia as well. Now they're going to have to reconsider things. They have no information on A. Don't know if anyone's pushed. I mean, they know that no one's pushed up at least as far up to the tripwire, but they don't know if they have long control or short control. So the options are you go back C or you recommit B. That's going to give... that's not a good sign either. It looks like they're going to try to hit it anyway. Take a look at Nitro. He's playing patiently, waiting for it to come through, but zombs Gets cleaned up. Steel looking to go aggressive. Steel getting a second as the spike goes down, not able to get the third. dapr trying to blast his way through. Sick gets one onto one as well. It's a 1v2. Nitro, we were talking about him down too long. Now he's in a 1v2. The spike has been planted, and look at it. Members of Sentinels are looking for him. The paranoia may have hit, but Sick is going to play patiently. He's going to have to swing. Now the timing, just by a microsecond, looks away, and that's exactly when Sick strikes.
So unlucky there for Nitro.
Let's go!
He felt like he was pressured to really run back towards that B site.
Oh my god!
Sort of diffuse there, but let's not forget that as Sentinels winning a round on defense, they must get a win on attack to make it happen. And very similar to earlier in this map, the first half, it was initial pick for Sentinels. TENZ somehow getting a kill with the shorty there, because why not? He's got a classic kill for
Thank you, Ram, for the sub, and thank you, Norwins, for the sub as well, and thank you, Slothful Me, for the 550 bits. And thank you, Sierra, for the sub, and thank you, Leah, for the sub.
Last cannon, up, middle. Not gonna
wait,
spot
Des,
the aggressive hit here. You talked about them
found
going in hot heavy. That's exactly what they're doing. Sick with the flash on long, working his way towards short, and look at how 100 Thieves are already adjusting, right? You've got Ethan and you've got asuna who are already pulling off towards A, so they should have
I'll show you
strength.
after.
Sick has already been spotted as well.
This one's
great
Bliss.
hot hands to push up asuna.
Oh, yeah, the same color? Perfect.
Ethan gets cleaned up and does well. Steel's in a great spot. Steel's good for 2.
No, he's not.
He gets cleaned
no.
up. A 3v2, a slight 3v2 in favor of 100 Thieves. Asuna's just got 11 health. Hiko gets pushed off. The paranoia is excellent. Shahzam is left alone. And he's been spotted. He's good for one.
Oh
not
my
able
god.
To get the second is 100 Thieves. Hiko gets the third, and we're going another round.
Look, everyone, if you're watching, buckle up. If you need to run and grab a quick water, do it fast, because this may be a very long OT. These teams have been equally matched so far, and this time it's Steel able to come up big in that position, right outside of long.
What was Zombs doing there?
You know, Shahzam, a little bit slow to push out down a long. All those players funneling out of sewers. Well, you got to worry about all these different angles. You got to worry about heaven. You got to worry about, you know, a link, right? All these different things got to be wearing on you. And Steel
Zombs is blind. Oh.
Yes, now it's 100 Thieves starting to go fast towards A.
Oh my god, what is with this frame?
Yeah, I mean they're walking into TENZ's op. And look at them, now they're starting to pull off. Nitro's taking the spike. He's already working his way towards C, along with Steel. And you're just leaving, we talked about eye candy, right? They're leaving enough here to entertain, to make them think that that's where they want to go. TENZ gets pushed off with the op, and as soon as TENZ gives up that angle, they rotate away.
Yeah, that's big. You sacrifice a little HP there, you're going to be fine because you removed the dash from TENZ. Such a big playmaking tool, and, well, Sick, a little bit isolated here. Doesn't have any flashes left to work with either, so if 100 Thieves are quick on this one, there's only 2 players to stop them.
Nice.
Asuna's not able to, he's not able to leave the runway. Steel gets cleaned up as well. Now Sick, who is back on site, is still there. He's got no armor. Oh my gosh, that shock dart hurts. Great paranoia though, but he can't follow it up. Relyks, there's nothing he can do with that. Shahzam's been cleaned up. Ethan looking to go aggressive as TENZ gets one with the op. Ethan. Oh my gosh, the
yes, again. Holy shit. Oh my god, you're so
Hiko
sexy.
gets cleaned up as Sentinels take the lead
my
once again.
God.
A 3K for TENZ.
You know what? Why not?
Oh, thank you, Betty, for the statements in advance, by the way.
Like, the stress that 100 Thieves are going to be on. Like, if we assume this goes deep and it's just
and thank you,
defense winning over
Sism, by the
again,
way,
because
for 3 months, and thank you, Norwins, for the gifted
they
sub.
get to always be at match point again and again and again.
Running gun, no jump and pump.
Against the wall. And you saw in a position like that, 100 Thieves, if they burst out onto C-site, it's going to go great for them. But they don't have perfect information. They take it a little bit slower to make sure they can cross off, dot their I's, cross their T's. But at the end, it allowed Sentinels to get on
Goody, I'm telling you, Tyson will make a gun look so OP, but then when you actually try to play it, you look like you're an iron player. Like, Shorty is not.
100 Thieves.
Shorty is so shit.
Sky utility to ensure that there's no one working mid, so that the possibility of a fake is gone, right? Like, they know that's where they're going. TENZ has already dashed onto the site. Asuna cleaned him up. Hiko with 33 health. He's going to fall as well. As, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like the attack might finally break through. 100 Thieves just down to 2 players. They're not on the site. Sick has a freaking run it back in an OT round, as he's just been so instrumental to get them to this point.
They have a paranoia and 2 birds. Try and get blinds off. They get some info here, but everything gets halted with that fire on the ground.
I think
All of a
PJR for
sudden,
the 100
100
bits.
Thieves against 4 players, they have to
Easy.
act quick because it's a 2v4 in a post point.
There comes the second flash. The Paranoia's going to follow as well. Sick trying to do it through the smoke. Not going to do it, but dapr does. Ladies and gentlemen, the overtime marathon is over. Sentinels take map 1. When we return, map 2 in this highly contested best of 3.
What a good map. Holy.